Nightside Project. Finish the day happy with Ethan Millard and Alex Kirry on KSL News Radio.
Welcome to the Nightside Project. I'm Ethan Millard here with Alex Kirry, and thanks so much for joining us. We're hoping that this episode, as all of them, help you finish your commute happy. Make sure you grab one on the way out the door in the morning and grab one on the way home from work in the afternoon. We've got a lot of special content this weekend. We've been up at the Sundance Film Festival. We have right now with us in our interview booth, we have Alan Maldonado. Now, he is a writer. Mm-hmm. He is a producer. Mm-hmm. He is an actor. Mm-hmm. You may know him right now. He's got a part on Blackish, so he's a very, very big right now. Alan, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm a candle maker as well.
No.
We're supposed to lead. We're supposed to lead with that. He's actually promoting his candle line. You know, look, people walk in here with the weirdest stuff to promote. You know, at Sundance. Right. So if you would have said, "No, I'm actually promoting my candle line," and Susanna's all, "Make sure you include the candles. Make sure the cinnamon one's mentioned. All this. You don't want to have any of that." So,
but you've got quite a background because you've done writing, you've done soundtrack, you've done voiceover, you've done acting, producing, directing. Yeah. Have you got a favorite out of all those things?
Craft services as well. You know, I've done it all.
I'm sure you've probably had to at some point in the business. Everybody is like, I was best boy grip for a while.
Now they're making grilled cheese sandwiches for everybody.
Everybody.
Right. Have you got a favorite role that you play in the entertainment industry, or you kind of look for what's good?
It's a beautiful feeling to be able to pick. To have options. I guess that's my favorite. Is to have options. As a writer, it's fantastic because I get to create the world.
Sure.
And as an actor, I get to create the world, but in a different fashion. Whether I take what the writer has put on the pages and then bring it to life. Whereas a writer, it's your job to create the world for someone to get an understanding of and recreate for you. Because everyone's POV is different. Every time I write something down, you may read it differently.
Right.
So as an actor, that's what the beauty of finding great actors and teaming them up with great writers, because it's a collaboration.
Do you ever find, when you're a writer, have you ever had the situation where you have an actor that kind of gives it a read that you didn't anticipate, but you feel like they improved it? Like they didn't do what you envisioned, but they did it right.
That's the magic, and that's why you have superstars that make astronomically amounts of money, is because they're able to do that on a consistent basis. They're able to take what's on the page and bring it to life and bring the colors and excitement that makes it real. As a writer, you got to understand that what I write, you have to read. Meaning that when we have a conversation, if you wrote that down, it's going to be all type of broken English. It's not going to write well. It's not going to write well. So as an actor, you got to be able to understand and decipher that between the two of reading a script and then performing a script. It's two different things.
Yeah. So Alan Maldonado joins us here on the Nightside Project. And I was telling about how season 2 only available on Hulu right now, Blackish, which is super upsetting if you're just getting into Blackish and you're going, look, you know what? This is, first of all, hilarious. Your character's hilarious. What are the table reads like with this group?
It's
a
party. That's
exactly what I was thinking.
It's like
a group full of the hilarious people. Because sometimes you get you have some. Everybody wants to be sit down at the table and they're like everybody's got their little teas and coffees and blah blah, and they got their reading glasses out. I would imagine the table read for Blackish would be. One, fun, hilarious. Yeah. Do they allow you to have some freedom of what if we change this to this, or how are the writers in that sense?
Well, the writers are amazing. Just off top, Kenya Barris, the creator, is phenomenal. He's a genius. I'll put that on record as many times as I can say it, just because he's a phenomenal writer, and his direction is what leads all the other writers into creating this magnificent show. And then the writers' room, we get to play. That's the time to present new lines. That's the time for them to see what jokes work and what jokes doesn't. A lot of time, and what jokes don't. As a writer, let me get that right. Let me get that right.
And you probably know in the first 10 seconds whether or not a joke is going to fall flat.
Of course, man. That's the beauty as a writer. You get the chance to rewrite and recreate, and then when you're on set, you get to do that again.
Yeah.
Because once you put it on its feet, it could be something totally different. As I said, when you read it, it could read hilarious.
Yeah.
And then when you get put on his feet and it's like, the timing, it just doesn't work. And then that's where great writers come in and step in, and you'll add, okay, well, how about you say this? And then that's when the real magic happens, when an actor and a writer collaborate and you make something unique out of the moment rather than staying so, strict on the script.
You're launching Everybody Digital.
Everybody Digital.
Now, this is an app-based project for short films.
Yes, it is the first short film app that we are basically the short form version of Netflix.
Now, that's kind of what I was thinking as I was reading up on it.
Yes,
that this is just a way to kind of get some of this great content out. Now, you say Everybody Digital, and you've got on social media and on your website, you just have that. It's an open application, right? Submit your films.
Submit your film. Now, we will go through a process, eliminating process,
sort of screening it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll screen it because we want to hold our app and our films to a higher court. We want the creme de la creme. As we're presenting something new to the average consumer, meaning that people that come to film festivals are usually large in part involved within the film industry.
Sure, yeah.
And the average consumer that goes to AMC or watches Blackish or these other shows or these other entertainment outlets don't go to film festivals. And they don't have the opportunity or even the knowledge of what these short films are, when, how, and how they work. So this app is a platform to create a bridge between film festivals and the average consumer, where these films have, it was spawned from, I guess, pain.
Really? What kind of pain?
You have a film festival. You have your film.
Yeah.
And you put all your money in it, all your resources. You call all your favorites.
Sweat equity.
Yes, you put your heart into this thing. You have a fantastic run during the film festival. You win countless awards. You get in every film festival. Then after that 12 to 15 months, anticlimactic.
Nobody's calling.
It's over.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a depressing ride. It's a depressing ride. It's a depressing ride. And I know all my short filmmakers can relate, is because we put so much in this, and outside of the film industry, no one gets to view these great pieces of work. And I wanted to create something to allow the public to see this, and that's what Everybody Digital is represented. It's I like to call it like the FUBU of short films for us.
For us bias. Yeah, I was gonna say. Look, I worked at a Foot Locker in high school, so like I was selling all the FUBU.
Yeah, you know exactly
I worked back with selling the lime green or bright orange. That was that whole era
before the Fat Albert.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Before the tracksuits all came out. Yes.
So this app is created for short filmmakers, and what we're also doing is we're producing original content as well.
Okay.
We're currently shooting a short film a month.
Really?
Yeah, we're shooting a short film a month, baby.
Are you in them?
No. I write or I produce or I'm executive producing the films that we're doing. But this is the beautiful part about it, is that since I've been in the business as an actor for a long time, I have established great relationships with a lot of actors. And sometimes they're on shows where they're just kind of pigeonholed, where they're playing the same type of role. So we'll create a short film to give them an outlet for a film or a character that they really want to play.
Almost build that reel up a little bit, right? And so you have this ability to be able to show your range, because I've watched. I kind of went down this weird rabbit hole the other day of watching how Vin Diesel, he made a short film based on his experiences trying out in Hollywood, where everyone's all, oh, no, you're not black enough, you're not Hispanic enough, you're not Italian enough. And he could do all those characters, by the way. Right. And I was like, this is more acting I've seen out of Vin Diesel than I've ever seen in this little short film, where he plays all these characters, goes to these auditions, and they're like, dude, you're not dark enough, you're not light enough, you're not Mexican enough, you're not Italian enough, all these things. And then in this short film, it was amazing because it showed his range, and I was like, I've never seen range like this on Vin Diesel. Of course, he made it who he was, but it was something like, it was a project like that somebody saw and went, dude, the audition process, if people are in the industry, they watch it and they go, holy cow, that's exactly how it is.
That's exactly how it is.
And then when a guy comes out and goes, you did great, they loved you, they want you. And then in the back room, the guy's all, he's not black enough. He's not white enough. He's not Italian enough. And so are the audition experiences, depressing too? Because I feel like you go and do the auditions.
Well, that's different. That's a different, I guess, part of the brain for me. As auditioning is a gladiator sport for me. It's a gladiator sport. I'm a warrior, and I'm taking heads off in the sense of it's all about what I do. It's not about anybody else. It's not about as a gladiator. It's not about anybody else.
Just don't get eaten by the lion.
It's about going there, perform, and survive.
That's right. It's not personal.
It's not personal. I'm going there to kill it. I mean, and that's how I approach it. But this is the thing that as a writer and as a producer, and just as I guess get some advice for some other actors, is that a lot of times when you don't get an audition, it has nothing to do with your performance. Yeah, it has everything to do with business. This business is 90% business. It's 80% business, 10% politics, 10% talent. I'll say it again: 80% business, 10% politics, 10% talent.
That's interesting.
And you put I put the 80 in the business and the politics together because that's still business.
Yeah.
So 9 times out of 10, we can love you, but if you have $40 million, right? You got $40 million. You gambling that,
right?
Every film or every project you're doing, that's a risk. You may not get that $40 million back.
And so and then they're the gladiators, and in that sense, they've got to go in and go,
how many lions have you killed?
Right.
Right. So they're looking like, what was the last film that we was in? What was the money it generated? So if you could be the greatest actor of all time, but if your last movie did $2, I could not even like you. I could not even like you.
We're best friends, but they'd be like, I don't know you.
$100 million. I want that guy.
Yeah.
So that's the thing where I don't look at it in that way. I look at it as a business. So all I have control over is my talent, and then everything outside of the audition is more important as far as your business and how you package yourself and how you present your I guess your worth to the people that you go see.
Well, then it seems like Everybody Digital is an amazing place for talent to kind of get out there and start proving themselves.
Yes, it is.
And slaying some lions.
There it is.
Winning some matches. Mm-hmm. When can we see this in the App Store?
It will be in March.
In March.
March of this year, Everybody Digital will be dropping.
Is it one of these $69.99 apps that I go and I go?
No, it's going to be $2.99.
$2.99.
You can coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah. And you can just continue to put your work out there. It's a mini film festival, right? You go in there and you go, look, maybe my stuff makes it now or it doesn't make it right now. Maybe I keep refining it. Do you give feedback to the people who put stuff in?
Well, that's the thing, that I won't give feedback as the audience will. You'll be able to rate your film.
Oh, right.
They'll be able to rate it. It'll be a 5-star rating where the audience and the people that are watching can say, and there will be a category where our top rated films here. And what's very beautiful about what we're doing at Everybody Digital is everybody's going to be marketing and driving traffic to each other's film. Like I said, we're going to have some films with some big name talent where if your film fits in that same genre, after that movie is done, those next 5 films will pop up where it say, hey, if you like this movie, you're going to like this. Yeah. So everybody is driving traffic to everyone. And as I mentioned before, most short film artists, we're artists. We're artists. We don't think of the business. So we put all the money in the movie.
Right.
Not forgetting about marketing, forgetting about how people are going to know about what we're doing. So that's where we lose as artists, because we don't have the business sense to be able to put us in position where Everybody Digital is going to be that business sense where you can be the artist and Everybody Digital is going to be able to promote and bring the eyeballs to you.
Yeah. I love it.
He's Alan Maldonado. You know him, of course, on Blackish. Mm-hmm. He was on Straight Outta Compton as Tone.
Yeah.
You've even done some video games.
Yeah, Mafia 3, Prototype 2.
You did a Grand Theft Auto.
I believe it's 5. I believe.
Yeah. So we appreciate you coming on and giving people a look into the business. That's what people want from Sundance, right? They want to look into the business, see what it's about. So congratulations on Everybody Digital, kind of getting the.
Thank you.
It's about creating content now.
I will say, everybody, if you got a short film, please go to everybodydigital.com and submit.
Okay. So they can submit. They can submit there right now.
They can submit right now.
Okay.
Before the interview is over, go to everybodydigital.com right now and submit.
All right. Everybodydigital.com. Alan Maldonado. For Ethan Millard, I'm Alex Kirry. We'll be back on another episode of the Nightside Project soon. Stick around.